Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 4th of July weekend and how it affected severely my husband and myself, as well as our kids. My oldest daughter, Nari, as I mentioned before, she has hearing. I want to say it's something with her hearing. She is very, really, she has problems with anything that's a loud sound, anything that's high pitched, anything, whether it's the sirens of the ambulance, fire trucks, or police trucks, police cars, and it affects her hearing. But like I said, that's something that I'm taking care of, and she's going to be seeing an audiologist, which is somebody who is going to look at her hearing and see what they can do to help me. Anywho, like everyone knows, this past weekend was the 4th of July weekend, and where I live, we're not allowed to have stuff like that, being the fact that they don't allow it because we're very close to people in our community, and it's just the houses are too close together. So being that said, people still disobeyed, you could say, and they still brought whatever you want to call it. They had all these crazy fireworks and everything. And like I said, I get it. I totally get it that you want to have your fireworks, you want to have fun. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people do not understand the severity of when, the severity of what it can do to either a child, somebody who was in the wars, army, whatever you want to call it, anyone who, even dogs, any animal that is very scared, definitely afraid of stuff like this, and and children. So anyway, like I said before, my daughter is afraid of anything like that, fireworks, any noises, any loud noises. And there was nothing that I can do because like I said, I couldn't scream out the window, stop stop doing it, because again, nobody cares. But anywho, so I want to say probably around like 10 to 11, probably midnight. I'm sorry, I forgot like when it started, but anywho, when it started, my daughter was going crazy. Like, they were in their rooms, sleeping and resting and, whatever else you can say. And, all of a sudden, like, the first boom is what hit my oldest. And I have her, in her own room. So, and, I have her in her own room. And being that she was in her own room, she kind of, we kind of put, like, you could say like a gate there so that she doesn't come into our living room, dining room, kitchen, whatever you would call it, and, eat or destroy, you could say destroy our area. So anyway, I heard her kind of like moving the thing back and forth, and I knew that she was getting ready to scream and, wanting to get out of there. So, I told my husband, I was like, just, open her gate so that she can come to us. And, she came, she ran, she started screaming. And like I said, it's severe for her because she doesn't know how to control it. And being the fact that my daughter does have disabilities, she is, she's not talking, so, she can't really communicate with us, like, and say, hey, this is affecting me, what am I going to do? So instead of basically, talking to us or, talking to us about it, she screams. And she, unfortunately, my little one, she's in her way of getting hit because she doesn't know how to control it, and she will do anything. My oldest, this is my oldest, I'm sorry. My oldest will do anything in her power to get out her feelings and get out her frustrations, because, you know, I'm not saying that it was the ones that you just throw on the floor and they go boom. It was the ones that literally go up in the air and they make all these pretty little colors. Like I said, it was beautiful, but my daughter cannot handle that. And I really wish that there was people who could respect it, and respect that a lot of us, were trying all night, trying to calm down our child, or or whoever it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I wish that there was more common courtesy and respect. And, it just wasn't happening like that at all. And it just bothered me so bad because, like I said, I basically ended up staying up past like 3:30 in the morning with my oldest, because she wouldn't go to sleep. And, like I said, my husband, he's a truck driver, and he basically did not get any sleep this past weekend because they just kept going off all weekend. And it was hard. It was difficult to just keep my oldest and even my youngest, like, they both were just kind of, one more than the other. My oldest more than my youngest. She was more scared, and there wasn't really much that I can do because, she's a baby, and again, she's living in her own room, whereas my youngest, she's living with us, and I can kind of try to maneuver her to go to bed. My oldest, she just was screaming. And like I said, I just wish that there was more common courtesy, as well as the fact that in my community, they tell you, if you do that, they're going to basically fine you. And I mean, it's just like, we've been calling, and I know others have been calling, and a lot of people get upset because they feel like, why are we going to basically do that? But like I said, if you don't have kids, or if you don't have somebody in your household that is very prone and that's scared, deathly afraid of stuff like this, especially fireworks, I mean, you'll never experience what we have to go through, especially like to calm down our pets, our children, whoever else is living in the house that has problems, like, that has really, really bad just anxiety from it, and post-traumatic stress and all this stuff. I mean, I just wish that a lot of people would be more respectful. I mean, it's not that hard. If you want to have your fun, then go out of the community. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere else. Don't make us suffer because of the fact that you guys want to have fun. I get it. And like I said, I'm not trying to be a party pooper, but my daughter is my world, and both of my daughters, but again, my daughters are my world, and I just wish that people would have more respect for mothers, and, you know what I'm saying, for mothers, fathers, anyone who has somebody in their household that suffers from this. I mean, that's the only thing I ask. I just wish, just have more common courtesy, and do your little happy-go-lucky fun outside of the community, wherever you live, if you're not allowed to have it in your community. If it's prohibited, just please, next time, it's sad. It's a sad situation for what my daughter had to go through. Like I said, I'm not really worried about me. Like, I've been losing sleep, unfortunately. But when it comes to my kids and the way that she was very stressed, that's something that I'm not going to just let shake. Because, like I said, it affects one, it affects the other. Because the other one will get it, either she gets nervous, or this is my youngest, I'm sorry. Either my youngest gets nervous as well, or she's scared because her sister is basically beating her up because she's so afraid. So like I said, next year I'm really hoping that my community does a little bit better with certain ways of going about stuff, instead of just having them, do whatever. Because like I said, I know there was plenty of us who called, but to me, I just feel like nothing has been done. and things need to change, because that that can't happen again. I really, and I'm afraid, like, and I worry about my daughters, because there's a lot of times where, like, they're out here in the living room, or they're in their room, and I can't get to them in time. So again, if you're going to next year, or even for fun, if you're going to do fireworks, and if you're going to do any kind of loud noises, think before you do, because you don't know who you're trying, you don't know who you're damaging even more if you live in a community. That's all I'm saying. And again, thank you for watching. Have a great night.